Yo.
Hello from Cairns, Queensland. Day 4. Cruise my smoking, diving, everything.
दाइले त गर्नुहुन्छ आजकल त यहाँ त उताको जस्तो गाह्रो हुँदैन नि रटनेसको जस्तो
पम्पी हुँदैन
स्मुथ हो वहाँ पो वेभ्सहरूले गर्दाखेरि बम्पी हुने हो यो यत्रो ठुलो छ यत्रो ठुलो चाहिँ पनि बम्प गर्दैन होला ठिक छ के चाल्दैन मलाई अड्काएर राखेको छ हातमा ठिकै छ Yo.
If you would like more information or would like to book a tour today, please talk to our crew as they move about the boat. If you would like to snorkel today, please continue watching for our snorkeling demonstration. Please grab your sanitised snorkeling equipment from the snorkel counter at the rear of the boat during the cruise today. Our snorkeling equipment is cleaned thoroughly after every use.
Get it? On it? Oh,
One of the 10 criteria. 4 of these could possibly apply it.
पानीमा जे होस् टच नै हुँदो रहेछ कि बोटको सर्फेस भन्थ्यो नि त्यसले टच भएर चाहिँ बालुवा खलबल भयो नि साथीहरू
Oh yeah,
डेफो भन्नु न फेरि
day 4. Cairns. Tropical Green Island.
I'll sort out Bali. I'll come there, bro. Give me 2 seconds.
त्यो फिड गर्नु भएन आएको होला सायद
You know Gina?
What's that?
We're on a roll today, Gina.
On a roll, yeah.
I'm being late. Gina,
आइ पक्रेर कति बेला
टोक्छ होला नि यसले भुइँ नै देख्दो रहेछ नि
Now, just before we get started, we do have to go through some safety procedures. So in the case of an emergency, we do have some life jackets. They are just above your heads there. They are the exact same ones that were demonstrated to you on the way over to Green Island. So they do just like to stay on the sea floor here, rummage around in the sand. Any crustaceans or other little critters you might be able to find onto. Alright, we'll turn around now, keep going with our tour before we run out of time.
पानी यो रही भएर आउँदा
कम्मै आउँदो पो रहेछ त
Very good spotting. Go for that first.
हाम्रो भएर चाहिँ यसलाई भन्दो रहेछ थाहा भयो यत्रो भएर नाम पनि याद हुन्छ होला
The symbiotic relationship. The coral polyps, they get food and the algae gets a nice safe place to live. Coral. Now we do have two different types of corals on the Great Barrier Reef. We have the hard corals and the soft corals. Obviously, it's very easy to tell them apart. One is hard and one is soft. So other than that, the hard ones, they have a limestone skeleton that's made by those coral polyps. We do have a few different types underneath us right now. So those really thin circular ones that we have underneath us here, these ones are called plate corals. They look like a plate. When they get bigger though, we call them table corals just because we do like to call it just by what it looks like. And if you look at every single one of these plate corals, you'll see that they have that white line that go all the way around the outside there. So that is actually an indicator that that is a healthy growing coral. What we're seeing there is the new growth of the coral. That white line is the new growth. The coral polyps, they've made that line is made by the coral polyps again. But that basically means that they are also built up with water. So they can actually bring more water in to appear bigger. But if they get stressed out, they can expel all that water out so that they shrink, and that way they are less effective. Now, you probably noticed that most of the corals in this area, they kind of look like they're that beige or brown in colour. So this is actually a very healthy colour for this coral to be. The thing that gives the coral its colour is the zooxanthellae in the tissue. So that being an algae, you would imagine it to be these types of earthy tones. But also, in saying that, if you were to take like a big flashlight down there, shine the light directly onto the corals, you will find that their true colour is more vibrant, like it could be more vibrant red, orange, pink, something like that. And that is just because of the way that light travels through water. Basically, the further down you go, the more light colours that you lose. It's called refraction. The first colour to disappear underwater is red, and it does happen very quickly. And it goes down the rainbow to blue. So any of your warmer tones, it's a bit more difficult to see from the surface here. You are getting a little bit of a dialed down version. Sometimes you can see a really bright blue or purple though. Alright, so we will start making our way over to our next area of the reef. This new area is called Fish Well.
우와 얘는 또 겉으로 दिखाने
परम्परा भन्ने ब्युटिफुल क्या फिस
오 얘는 우때 털고 겉으로 자
प्रिटी नि तलको हो चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ अब यसले त हानेर लग्यो भने त खानु सक्छ नि दाडी
दाइ सुन्नु न हजुरको कुरा
Alright, and we'll do the left hand side as well.
थाहा पाउँदो रहेछ कि यिनीहरू यप ऊहरू पनि आउने कि फेरि चराहरू पनि आउने कि है
There we go. So what we're feeding them here, they're just little pellets that are made up of stuff that they would be naturally eating out here in the wild, like bits of coral and sand and fish guts, fish blood, stuff like that. I just point out a few of these fish that are underneath the boat right now. So those really flat ones with the grey, black and yellow stripes right there, they are called batfish. B-A-T, batfish. That is because when they're juveniles, they do look like little bats. So their top and bottom fins are much longer and they swim on their side. So to us it looks like bats, but to other fish and other predators, it kind of looks like leaves or debris just floating around in the water. So it's called a camouflage for them. These batfish, they are a scavenger species, so they basically just eat anything that they can find. One of their favourite foods, however, is actually turtle poo. So sometimes you will see them following turtles around. Now we also have those large sort of orangey coloured fish with the blue speckles all down the sides. They have that more pointy looking nose. So those ones, they are called spangled emperors, also known as snapper. So they're very good table fish, great for eating, but obviously not here on Green Island. It is a green zone. Now we also have those large sort of torpedo-shaped silverfish as well. They have the really spiky looking fins on either side. So those ones, they're called tea-leaf trevallies. And they are a predatory species of fish. They hunt other fish for food. And to help them with their hunting, they can travel very fast because of the really streamlined shape of their bodies. They can travel up to speeds of 60 kilometers an hour. So very, very fast. Those little blue fish that we have here, they are called yellowtail fusiliers, because you see that bright yellow tail. They always have to travel around in these large schools because they need that for protection. One of their other names, one of their little nicknames, is actually the mollyfish. And that is because just about everything here in the ocean likes to eat them. Alright, so unfortunately in a moment I am going to have to start heading back over to Big Cat. Does anyone have any questions before we do go back there? If you do think of anything, feel free to ask me or any of our other staff members. We'll do our best to answer. And if we don't know, we also have a marine biologist on board, so we can ask her. She'll know lots of good facts about these fish. If you do want to see another fish feeding later on today, there'll be one at 3:30 at the back of Big Cat, and that'll be done by the marine biologist, so she'll have a
Yo. ब्रदर्स अब स्कुबा डाइभिङ बुझ्न जाऊँ ल खुरु खुरु होइन साथीहरू भन्दाखेरि कसरी रेस्पोन्ड गर्ने नि त साथीहरू जाऊँ न जाऊँ पहिला त्यो त हो कि हामी पनि त्यस्तै गर्ने हो पछि चाहिँ त्यही त यो त सकिन्छ गर्न उ त्यहाँ त त्यतिसम्म त उभिरहेछ मान्छेहरू यत्तिकै